So, it's been over a year since I've done a video on one of my favorite things, music. I guess I've just been a bit distracted. Making longer videos takes time, and I've been devoting more of my time to making stickers, drawing porn, and drawing my own comic. But a series that I really love the soundtracks of is something not people bring up much, which is Call of Duty Zombies, specifically. There are absolute bangers in here, and they have a lot of effort put into them. I mean, I know like half of you guys know the Transit Game Over screen. I mean, come on, it's legendary. Even aside from that, I listen to the Origin soundtrack like constantly. It's a really good listen. I might actually buy it. But possibly the most important is probably the loading screen theme, which is not only getting you excited for the game, but also pretty much the theme of the whole map in general. And because there are so many good ones, I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best, but also I'll be ranking them in the games themselves. So I'll be going from World at War to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4 didn't have any, and Cold War didn't have any, and I don't give a shit about Vanguard. And no non-Treyarch zombies, and no China Call of Duty zombies. Alright, we good? Let's go. Up first is Nocturne Untoten, and it's an amazing start to COD Zombies loading themes. Despite it being the first one, it is one of my favorites. It's very dark, atmospheric. It's honestly badass. It gets you excited for basically what is the first Zombies map. Up next is Verrückt, and it's another good one. It's very similar to Noct in the atmosphere and feel. And I think this was used in the Black Ops 1 campaign. And it has a great end part. Next is Shino Numa, and it's a bit generic. Kind of like just background music. You know, it's kind of what you think of when you think of a loading screen song. It's not a banger like Noct or the next song. Ah! Duris is a fantastic, absolute fucking banger of a load screen theme. It feels like it's kind of like a heist kind of planning setup, especially with the loading screen. And it just kills. And I wish that the following game would have followed suffice, because, oh boy, Black Ops 2's loading themes are kind of a letdown. If I were to rank World at War's themes on their own, I would go Noct, Duris, Verrückt, and Shino. Overall, very decent. Very good start. And here we're on to Black Ops 1 with Kino der Toten, and it's atmospheric, but it's just boring. Zombies load themes are really at their best when they get you excited to play a map, while laying the atmosphere for it. I don't really have much to say. This is just kind of generic atmosphere for, like, you know, 5 is, again, the same as Kino, but it's a track from the Black Ops campaign reused, so it's even more generic. Now here we are with Ascension with an absolute banger that is atmosphere and excitement. Kind of has that mysterious Russian aesthetic that gets you intrigued for the map you're going to be playing. See, now that is how you do it. Call of Dead is, again, the same as Kino and 5. I like the piano or strings or whatever, like the kind of horror little element, but other than that, it is just nothing. It's literally just nothing. Shang is actually pretty good. It's grown on me quite a lot listening to it. It, kind of is like a adventurous, cosmic sort of feel, and I think that is what they're going for. It's decent. It's decent. And here we have Moon, which is possibly the most important and most prolific loading screen that's ever been in zombies. It's overall one of the best. Samantha's Lullaby is reiterated upon so many times in zombies, you could make an entire list of the best versions of Samantha's theme, which is the Moon loading theme. It's a fantastic theme, and it also, simultaneously while being kind of like Samantha's theme, also has the feel of a Moon, where it's just like, kind of like a fairy tale, mystic kind of like, it gets you really excited to play Moon. And yeah.
Do you hear the voices?
So unlike World at War, this was kind of more of a mixed bag with some kind of just generic, boring ones. But Moon and Ascension really saved it for me. So those were like, a really above average one, especially Moon. But I think that it got even more improved with Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is probably going to be the hardest to rank because there is just too many good ones. It's really hard. And here we have with Transit and its cover of kind of Earth Angel-y, and it is just fantastic. It is so atmospheric, the radio static and the volume kind of increasing with zombie noises. It's nostalgic, and it's also just holds up super well. Even if Transit is not a good map, this honestly is the best part of Transit. It's great. Here we have another reiteration on Samantha's Lullaby called Samantha's Dream with Nuketown's loading screen. And it's rather simple, but it's kind of gives that little desert vibe, kind of like atmosphere. I don't know what it is about it, but listening to it, it's a really good one. Doris is just weird noises, and it's the first one where I don't know how to feel about it. It kind of has that little China at the end, but other than that, And spoilers, while it's the worst for Black Ops 2, I don't really hate it that much. Here we have Mob of the Dead, which is one of the best loading themes ever in zombies, and overall themes of a zombies map, because it plays constantly during the map. Every time you go to the Golden Gate Bridge, it plays. It's very melancholy, kind of a depressing tune. It kind of lays the intrigue with the layout of the plans to escape, all the ramblings, and it's simultaneously intrigue, it's sad, and it sets the atmosphere for the map. It is everything a zombie's loading screen should be. Buried, I love Western aesthetic. It's like one of my favorites. And this is a great Western theme with kind of the motifs of zombies Call of Duty fit in. You know, it's like, you know, you have like the twang and the guitar, but like also like the zombies like gaffs, and it really fits. I think it's like a really good one. It does the kind of thing WAW-BO does, where it perfectly gets you set up for the map. Origins. I personally love this one a lot. I think it's really underrated. The like kind of atmosphere, like kind of mechanical noises and the zombie screams. It kind of sounds like you can't tell if it's mechanical or human when you're listening to it. So, if I were to rank BO2's loading themes for Call of Duty Zombies, it would go Mob, Origins, Transit, Buried, Nuketown, and Die Rise. And literally, like, in the overall rankings, these are all, like, way towards the top, because, like, they're all incredible. These are just incredible. It's an incredible improvement from Black Ops 1. And we're moving on to Black Ops 3. To close out the video. Starting off Black Ops 3 with Shadows of Evil, with a theme that has never been done before, which is jazzy, just chill jazz music, and it really gets you in the mood for a kind of noirish map, and it kind of sets the mood perfectly, with a mood that hasn't been in another zombies game ever, and I think that's done great. I think we can all agree that the Giants loading theme is nowhere near as good as Doris's. Like, it doesn't even try. It's, you know, boring kind of dun 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 dun. It's fine. You know, it even has the round change theme in it, which that deserves credit. That's a nice little touch. But it cannot beat Doris's intro. That's just too much of a banger. Der Eisendrache is the worst loading screen in all of Call of Duty Zombies history. Okay, I need to point this out. Okay, so look at this, like, bad, like, what is this? Okay, most, like, Call of Zombies has, like, a poster, or, like, at least an interesting looking thing, like, we'll see with Zetsubo no Shima coming up. This is, like, you could tell me that this is a loading screen for a multiplayer map. Like, compare this to, like, you know, like, this map from Black Ops 1, like, you could say, like, these look exactly the same. You can't tell me otherwise. Like, and the song is just, you know, generic ambience, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, this disappoints me so much, because it is, like, the exact opposite feeling you get from Der Eisendrache, where it's, like, a really good map, and this, like, loading screen is, like, gives you the opposite of excitement. This makes me sad. This is depressing. Now with Zetsubo no Shima, we have a really good rhythm and tempo with this. It's like a kind of discovery theme, and I really like that. It's got that kind of Japanese aesthetic to it too. The poster is really nice. I have no complaints with this one. It's a really good one. Gorod Krovid is a nice-ass war theme. If it's the flaming Stalingrad as well, it's, you know, it gets you pumped up for the map. Where it's like, you know, you just got fucking Nikolai's face just screaming in the loading screen. You know? I really love that. That's it adds to it. And to finish off Black Ops 3 and the video, we have Revelations, and I personally love this song. It's like super aesthetic, and it kind of feels like it's, you know, the ending of Zombies, which is what Revelations was supposed to be. You know, it's got that like kind of atmosphere of Zombies, but it's like it's all coming to the end. I think it nailed that, if that's what they were going for. And to rank Black Ops 3's loading screens, themes, it would go Shadows, Gorod Krovi, Zetsubo, Revelations, Der Giant, and Der Eisendrache at dead last. And now we are going to start ranking all of the maps, like not by game, but just overall. Of course, at dead last is Der Eisendrache, because it's, and then next, Kino, Call of the Dead, Die Rise, I almost said Doris like 5 times recording this, 5, The Giant, Revelations, Shinonuma, Shangri-La, Zetsubo no Shima, Gorod Krovi, Shadows of Evil, and here we are on the top 10. Nuketown, Buried, Ascension, Rukt, Doris, Origins, Transit, Nocturne Toten, Moon, and at first place, nothing left. Of course, it's going to be Mob of the Dead. And this is just my opinion. This is my list. If you dislike it, let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to know like what you'd move around. And if you have any opinions that Der Eisendrache should be any higher, I will vehemently disagree with you, because you are just losing your goddamn mind. A big thank you to all my patrons. A special thank you to Fire Emblem's Trash LOL, Gabriel Ballman, Isaiah Lewis, Balthazar, Mr. Nobody, Tyson Saunders, and Zeno the Spartan. Thank you. It's kind of funny, I have 34 patrons, and, you know, R34. But join my Patreon where you can see stuff like this early, you can see Not Safe for Work, you can see work on my comic. You can see all that just for $2 or $5 a month. It's pretty nice. Also follow me on my Twitter, I have a Discord, subscribe to the channel, and share this video around. I wonder what other people would think about this video, or if they would like it. Yeah. Peace. Oh, and thank you to my editor, Tora, for editing all this. Thank you.